Before we start today's video, check out our affiliate links in the description down below. These can make some great gifts with the holiday season just around the corner, or even a gift for yourself. It supports the channel at no extra cost of you. Thanks so much. May the force be with you, and enjoy the video.
Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up guys, Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and in today's video we have a bit of a new reveal and even some teases from Daisy Ridley herself into the regards of her Star Wars return for her Daisy Ridley Rey Skywalker New Jedi Order movie. We of course are going to go ahead, we're going to hop right on into it, break it all down for you guys, everything that we know and everything that we'd be anticipating right now. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing and covering all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Okay, so in this video we are going to be taking a quick read from one of my favorites out there, StarWarsNewsNet.com. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. As they read, Daisy Ridley feels that her Star Wars return is definitely a story worth telling, and it's honestly, if I'm being honest and transparent with you guys, it is nothing new. It's something I think that she's kind of regarded to from the get-go at the beginning of it. When the New Jedi Order movie was officially announced about a year ago at Star Wars Celebration of 2023, in a couple of interviews following that official announcement, she was asked, of course, that question as to why. Of course, everybody's going to point fingers at it's the House of Mouse, it's Disney, she's getting this fat big paycheck to make a return here, but she has really said that yes, of course there's the money, but there's also a story that is definitely worth telling here as well, and that she wouldn't want to return if there wasn't a story worth telling. It's something that not just herself has said, but also some of her sequel co-stars such as John Boyega and Poe Dameron, Oscar Isaac have also all said there as well. So when asked about the forthcoming Star Wars project set 15 years after the events of the sequel trilogy with the Rise of Skywalker, Daisy Ridley has stated that she believes that now is the right time for her to make a return to the franchise that had turned her into a household name at that. So recently talking to the French film publication Premiere, Daisy Ridley explained that she was initially pitched a concept for a story instead of a full treatment being written out at the time that she had initially entered those conversations and talks for making a return to the galaxy far, far away and making a return for another Star Wars movie. She had quickly agreed to make the movie, which she believes to be a story worth telling. So she very much so signifies and says that she wasn't told of an exact movie being made or like a normal treatment, essentially like a synopsis, but much rather just of exactly what the story would be. And at that, having I think the importance behind that and why that's important, and really the meaning behind that at that is when you're telling a story versus a movie pitch, it's kind of up in the air to interpretation. Like being told the idea of a story could mean instead of maybe a movie, it would be a novel or a Disney Plus series, but of course this time around it is going to be a movie instead. She says all of this here in quote, "They simply asked if I wanted to do it based on this idea without the script being written yet, but if I hadn't been convinced by the concept, the movie wouldn't have been made. I took a day to think about it, and I told myself that I had some great times making those films. This new adventure seems so fun to me, so why say no? My thoughts on the subject are quite simple. If I didn't think that the story was worth telling, I wouldn't have come back." And I leave that quote right there. As I had to mention at the beginning of this video from the get-go, it's something that I think that she's kind of reiterated before, in the official announcement of Star Wars Celebration 2023, following the weeks after that, being asked the questions in the interviews, aside from the money, if money wasn't a part of this, why else would you return and be doing this, of course, and she says it's because it is a story that is worth telling. And as I had also mentioned, it's not just herself saying this, it's her sequel co-stars such as Oscar Isaac or John Boyega, also all saying that if there is a story that is worth telling, that they would also all make a return. So there may be, being a Star Wars fan, have to play a little bit far-fetched here with that bit of a theory. Maybe there's some type of connection that they could be making, because I'm not exaggerating that. Like, that is something that John Boyega and Oscar Isaac have actually said before. If there is a story worth telling, then they would return to the Star Wars franchise. So kind of being a little cryptic there. Maybe this would be maybe John Boyega and Oscar Isaac would also hop on, but I think that's kind of like an ongoing theory, even at that a bit of a rumor. Let me know what you guys think about that one in the comments down below. Do you guys want to see Oscar Isaac and John Boyega also make some type of appearance here for the New Jedi Order movie? The film is set in the post-Rise of Skywalker era, known as this New Jedi Order era as well, not to be confused with the Legends extended universe storyline of the same name. This one is actually canon and is tentatively being referred to by the same name. It will explore the future of a galaxy far, far away after the definitive defeat of the Sith and the fall of the First Order, and the uncertain future that represents for the Jedi, now led by Rey Skywalker. I think it would be an amazing approach for this movie to not bring back the Sith as a main subject of interest as an antagonist or as the main villains, but much rather something else. Let me know what you guys would think about in the comments down below. Who would it be as well? Appropriately enough, Daisy Ridley has also noted that right around the same time that she was having those conversations about the movie, making a return and everything of that nature, fans were asking her about where the character's story may potentially be going next. She reveals that there, in quote, "Two people have told me in the same week that they would love to know what Rey is up to now. I had no idea there was such interest. People really love Rey. I think that this new movie will be quite exciting and will move the franchise forward in an interesting way." Ending that quote right there, and she's definitely right about that. It feels like a bit of a purgatory. It's not necessarily me coming out of a bit of a complaint, but a lot of Star Wars projects have been set very grounded within that Skywalker saga, so moving somewhere outside of that, finding some new ground, is definitely something that we need to find. The Acolyte did do that, but, well, that's a whole different conversation. The way that it was perceived by the fans and, you know, everything of that nature kind of fell flat on its face, and it's even then kind of hard to fully explain all of that. I definitely do think that it's worth having a second season of The Acolyte to flesh out some more of that, or something of the same nature, some other High Republic project, and a Disney Plus live action project or movie, even at that, would be very, very cool. So the New Jedi Order movie, instead of doing a prequel like The Acolyte did, trying to find that new ground and a new era for the Star Wars franchise, moving it forward, and that post sequel trilogy there and Rise of Skywalker trilogy, sequel trilogy there, essentially finding new ground there is definitely what they're trying to do, and I'm all for it. I really can't wait to see what they come up with. It's just new ideas, and that's something that's super, super cool to look forward to. This all being said, guys, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial Star Wars. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force with you as always. Peace out.